So, I daily drove virtual reality for 72 hours, and here are my thoughts. Now, I will keep this very short. I'm gonna give you the TLDR version of it. No, I don't recommend it. At the moment, at least. My opinion can very well change later on, as tech gets better and better. But at the moment, I can't recommend anybody getting into VR just for flight simming. But if you want the more longer answer, keep watching, because I'm going to be going over all of it. So for the past week, I've been daily driving virtual reality just to see what it's truly like back then, when I never really given virtual reality for Microsoft Flight Simulator a proper chance. Because back then, I never had proper equipment. I only had an Xbox controller. Yeah, laugh about it later. But the reason I'm revisiting virtual reality for Flight Simulator is because I did give it a chance back in 2020, but I was let down because the performance was very bad. Then of course 2 years later, I got a new computer which runs a lot better in regards to virtual reality, flight simulation, and just general gaming performance. So for me, revisiting virtual reality for flight simulation was a chance I could not miss. And I'll be honest, my experience was pretty good. I had a pretty solid little chance of flight simulation. It really does change how you view gaming as a whole. It really does put you into the captain's seat of a real airplane. It makes everything 3D. It makes it all pop out more. You will notice it more with virtual reality than you would on a desktop screen. But of course, like everything, there was the negative. There was the good, the bad, the ugly. The good was it really did feel like I was there. The bad was, well, the performance wasn't great. And if anything, your target frame rate for virtual reality and flight simulation is preferably 60 FPS. I kept hitting 30 FPS even with DLSS on medium settings, by the way. I was struggling to even get stable frame rates, even with the stock aircraft. But as for everything else, like doing a full flight or even just giving big airliners a shot, it was pretty fun, I will not lie. And honestly, it's an experience that I can at least enjoy. Setting up VR wasn't too difficult, because for me, I've already used VR in the past for many other things. But as for flight simulation, that's on a completely different level. If you're somebody like me and you fly glass cockpits, then you'll notice, especially if you're using DLSS, the amount of ghosting in the displays, which is something to take into consideration. But if you're somebody who doesn't really fly with glass cockpits, then you won't really notice the ghosting effects. But nevertheless, it was definitely an experience that was unforgettable. But bear in mind, this is not for everybody. If you are prone to motion sickness, or you don't have the best eyes, considering you have a display so close to your eyes, then I would urge you don't get into virtual reality. It's not for you, and I just want to save you the trouble, because realistically, you're not really missing out that much. And for my use case, I think I'm just gonna stick playing on the desktop. I really like it, but it's not for me. But that's just talking about my experience. And that's really about it. There's nothing really else to talk about. If you really enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like or leave a dislike if you disliked it, and I am out.